Let's go!
You're listening to the Cage Nation TV Prize Fight Podcast. Coming to you from the Candid Cameron Studios in State College, Pennsylvania. Here's your host, Albert Cameron.
Thank you for joining us for the Prize Fight Podcast. I'm your host, Albert Cameron, and today is Friday. Friday means podcast day. It also means the Friday 5 over at CageNationTV.com this week. We are counting down the 5 fastest finishes of Dominic the Honey Badger Mazzata. Mazzata was just announced that he will be in the main event of the next Pinnacle FC card against Rob Hanna. Rob Hanna, of course, Gladiators of the Cage champion when he defeated Mike Wilkins for the lightweight championship. So we got a lot of fun and exciting things coming out of Pittsburgh, but for today, for the first time in the history of Cage Nation TV programming, I am not addressing the Pittsburgh area, I am not addressing Johnstown, I am not addressing Altoona, I am addressing the global, yes, and I mean global, the global fans of mixed martial arts, because you're getting one of ours on the main stage. That one of ours I'm talking about, of course, is Adam Milstead. Recently signed a four-fight contract with the Ultimate Fighting Championships. He fights out of Pittsburgh. He is a Gladiators of the Cage, he's a Pinnacle FC veteran, and he is going to the main stage at, I believe, heavyweight. Adam Milstead, a local guy, a guy who has put in the hard work here in the Steel City, is going to the main stage, and we could not be happier about it. Namely, the UFC could use new heavyweight blood, especially with the news that Fabricio Verdum, the heavyweight champion, would not be fighting Stipe Miocic as planned. Verdum was supposed to be fighting Cain Velasquez. Velasquez had to pull out with an injury. Stipe Miocic was supposed to get the next title shot against Verdum. Verdum had a foot and back injury that he did not feel he needed to be fighting, especially against Stipe Miocic, not because he's a bad competitor, but because the fight wasn't right for him. So Adam Milstead, Pittsburgh native, will now be fighting for the Ultimate Fighting Championships, and from all of us here at Cage Nation TV, we couldn't be happier for you, brother. Adam Milstead is a fighter with some fights under his belt that he needs to be very, very proud of. He's fought Bellator veteran Louis the Beast Rumsey, who is also a veteran of the Pro Grappling League out of the Northeast here, for the Gladiators of the Cage at GOTC 18, where he got the TKO victory over Rumsey. And if you've ever seen Louis the Beast Rumsey fight, you know that he is a hard man to put down. Dustin the Dragon Spawn couldn't put him down. Chris Dempsey, current UFC light heavyweight, middleweight/middleweight, couldn't put him down. So for Adam Milstead to be able to put Louis Rumsey out to get the referee to stop the fight, he had to be very heavy-handed. I'm looking at his record right now. He has a lot of wins with only one loss to Dane Bonningson on the actually a card that Dustin the Dragon Spawn had been the main event on. The rest of his pro victories are wins, and not just wins, but wins that are definitive stoppages. I'm looking at a TKO victory over Robert Morrow, of course the TKO victory over Louis the Beast Rumsey, TKO over Nick Smiley, a submission victory at Gladiators of the Cage over Tex, a TKO victory over Bobby Gurley, submission. The man has stopping power, and I think that's really what the UFC needs right now. I've said time and time again that traditionally the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, we offer up lighter weights, and of course we have bigger names like Dominic the Honey Badger Mazzata, Mark Cherico, the Pride of Bloomfield. Chris Dempsey was one of our heavier offerings at middleweight. Rob Hanna, Mike Wilkins are all lighter weight. Because Adam Milstead is a heavier weight does not mean that it's slim pickings. The heavyweight division isn't as in-depth as some would like it, but when we have a heavyweight like Adam Milstead who has proving stopping power in both his hands and his submissions, it's kind of rare to see. He has a fight against Nathan Bryant in the NAAFS out of the Ohio area. That is the same NAAFS that Dominic the Honey Badger Mazzata fought out of, that Cody No Love Garbrandt fought out of, that Jessica Evil Eye, women's contender, has fought out of. In his amateur career, which was very, very extensive, only a couple losses. A loss against the series against Mike Lanza at the Yankee Lake Ballroom, and again at McMenemy's Fight Night 1. But then he has some really, really impressive victories. Submissions, knockouts, decisions. Adam Milstead has the gas tank to go the distance, which is really, really what the UFC heavyweight division needs right now. So I'm looking at the UFC heavyweight division, and of course Fabricio Verdum, the champion. Of course there's Alistair Overeem, the Reem, Uber Reem, depending on whose nicknames you subscribe to. Antonio Bigfoot Silva. Now, Brandon Schaub is currently listed on the UFC heavyweight division listings, but I believe he just retired. Big Ben Rothwell, Jared Rosholt, Alistair Overeem, Minotauro Nogueira, former Pride heavyweight champion, Roy Big Country Nelson, Matt Mitrione, Frank Mir, Stipe Miocic, Mark, the Super Samoan Hunt, Timothy Johnson, Anthony Hardonk, a UFC heavyweight veteran from way back in the day, Gabriel Napao Gonzaga, who knocked out Mirko Cro Cop with his own left high kick, Todd Duffy, Junior Dos Santos, the ever-present heavyweight championship contender. Mirko Cro Cop has recently announced his retirement. Travis Brown, the main man candy of Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Josh Barnett, the War Master. Andrei Arlovsky has recently made his return to the heavyweight division. When we think of fights, when we think of exciting title fights, old school thinking, nostalgic thinking would be thinking that heavyweight champion is the champ. Not necessarily the case, especially in the day of Conor McGregor, of Rafael dos Anjos. But Adam Milstead is stepping into a heavyweight division that's probably the best it's been, I'd say, in easily the last 10 years. The last time the heavyweight championship was really hotly contested, Andrei Arlovsky was fighting Tim Sylvia for the championship, and that was kind of just barely coming out of the dark days. Now, Cain Velasquez has been a fantastic champ. Fabricio Verdum is someone who has championship quality material because he completely ended the mystique of Fedor Emelianenko. Josh Barnett, probably one of the most tested and seasoned heavyweight, a former UFC heavyweight champion in his own right. Josh Barnett was stripped of the title whenever he tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs, but Josh Barnett went overseas. He fought for Pride, he fought for Pancrase, really bolstering his heavyweight stock. So Adam Milstead is coming into a very solid heavyweight division. I couldn't be happier. When Adam Milstead gets into the UFC heavyweight division and he starts kicking ass, starts taking names, he's doing so in a time when the UFC heavyweight division is probably at its best. And it looks like they're only getting better, especially if the UFC's rounding up prospects like Adam Milstead to bolster the division. The heavyweight division really looks like it's on the upswing, and I couldn't be happier for Adam Milstead. In other news, Brett Showtime Schoenfeld is coming back to Gladiators of the Cage. He'll be fighting on their March card. The opponent has not been named yet. Dominic Mazzata, of course, versus Rob Hanna has been announced for Pinnacle FC. Ladies and gentlemen, 2016 looks like it's going to be a very heavy-handed year for mixed martial arts, and we couldn't be excited, especially the way we're expanding our programming. A lot more to cover. UFC is coming to Pittsburgh, the Consol Energy Center, February 21st. I'm checking. I haven't seen tickets being announced yet. Donald the Cowboy Cerrone is main eventing. Of course, Cody No Love Garbrandt will be on the card. It only makes sense. There's only one more fight that I think you could add that would make more sense to Pittsburgh than as well as Cody No Love Garbrandt. That would be Chris Dempsey. Chris Dempsey, of course, has been obligated to fight at the O2 Arena in London. Regardless, the UFC coming to Pittsburgh is in a big way. I've heard rumblings that UFC's also got its eyes on Philadelphia, which is really big. So if you take anything away from this week's Prize Fight podcast, it should be Adam Milstead is a UFC heavyweight not champion, but Adam Milstead is a UFC heavyweight contender is a very good thing. It's happening in a time when the UFC heavyweight division is really on the upswing. Dominic Mazzata taking on Rob Hanna is probably one of the bigger local main events, possibly Mazzata versus Garbrandt, or Dempsey versus Rumsey, or Dempsey versus Muhammad Abdullah. Like, there is a lot going on in the local area. Ladies and gentlemen, that's this has been the Cage Nation TV Prize Fight podcast. Thank you very much for listening. In case you're curious, yes, I do have very much of a cold, and the city I'm recording this out of right now does have a killer on the loose. If you're friends with me personally on Facebook, you know I've been posting stuff like that. I'm kind of a smart ass about it. We're okay. We're locking the doors, and frankly, who wants to kidnap me for anything? Tune in next week for the Prize Fight podcast. Of course, Friday also means the Friday 5 at CageNationTV.com. I'm your host, Albert Cameron. Until next time, fights, Cameron, action. Thank you for tuning in to the Cage Nation Prize Fight Podcast. All rights reserved, 2015-2016 Planetary Sports. The Prize Fight Podcast is part of the Cage Nation Broadcast Network. For more information, visit www.CageNationTV.com.